Here are three similar triangles 𝐴𝐵𝐺, 𝐴𝐶𝐹 and 𝐴𝐷𝐸. 𝐴BCD and 𝐴GFE are straight lines, and AB is to BC is to CD is 1 is to 2 is to 3. So we need to show that the area of ABG, which is this part, is to the area of BCGF, is to the area of CDEF, is 1 is to 8 is to 27. So what I did first, you may not follow my method. Please feel free to follow your own method, but I think I could get the answer that way. So what I did was I would first draw a perpendicular. So from A onto ED, so I named it AO. So AO is a perpendicular, and that would mean that AM is a perpendicular to BG and also AN. So I named these points of intersection as M and N. So I'm going to write it down here. So we got to do that. Draw AO perpendicular to ED. So we have AO is perpendicular to ED. So that would mean that therefore AM, as I was saying before, so AM is perpendicular to BG and AN is perpendicular to CF. Okay, and of course AO is perpendicular to ED, so all these are perpendiculars. Right, so once we get that, then we got to work out with this fact AB is to BC is to CD is 1 is to 2 is to 3. So let AB be equal to X. So once you do that, then therefore you can say that BC equals 2x and CD equals 3x. Okay, so now triangle A, to find the area, we need to find the perpendicular and the base. So now triangle AGB is similar to triangle AFC. So I'm going to write that triangle AGB or ABG, whichever way you want to write it, is similar to triangle ACF, and we know that when the triangles are similar, the length of their sides are proportional, and therefore what we can write is GB, so the base. Okay, so GB divided to, before I do GB, I want to try the height first. So AM, so AM divided by AN, that's the height, right? AM is the height of triangle AGB, and AN is the height of triangle ACF. So AM divided by AN equals the side AB divided by AC, and AB we know is X and AC we know is 2x plus X, so that's 3x. The 2x plus X, so that's 3x. So therefore AM out of AN equals 1 out of 3, and therefore AN equals 3 AM, right? AN is 3 AM. Okay, so then the next bit is we have the height sorted. Now the base. Now for the base we know that in a similar way we can do GB out of FC equals FC, that equals AB out of AC So that is x out of 3x, or that is equal to 1 out of 3. So then I can say GB, or I can say FC equals 3GB. Right? So now if that I have got, then I can write the area. So I can write area of triangle AGB equals half times base times height, so half times GB times AM. Now what is the area? That's AGB, yes, so I've got this area. I have to find the area of BCFG, so then I can write area of BCFG equals area of triangle AFC minus area of triangle. AFC is the entire area, AFC is this part, and this entire thing is AFC. And if I were to subtract AGB from that, I would get BCFG, so minus area of AGB, so that would give me, now AFC again is half times base times height, so half times base is FC times the height is AN, and minus AGB is half times GB times AM. Okay, so that is equal to half times, instead of FC I can write 3GB, 3GB times AN, I can write 3AM minus half times GB times AM. So that equals 3 times 3, 9 out of 2, times GB times AM minus half GB times AM, that is 8 out of 2, and that is 4 times GB times AM. So that is the area of BCFG. So I'm writing it again. Area of BCFG. This is another thing we have found, the next one. So we know the area of BCFG, so that's done as well. And we know the area of AGB. So now we have to find the area of the other trapezium. So I can to do that. Now see, in a similar way we can find it out. So all I need to do is, so let me erase this a little bit. In a similar way we'll find this out, so need a bit of space. So I can now say, in a similar way that GB out of ED, GB out of ED, that equals GB is AB out of AD, because triangle AGB is similar to triangle AED or ADE. Okay, not AB out of AB, sorry. AB out of AD, right? So I can also now say that GB out of ED equals, and that equals, sorry, I can write there X out of AD would be 3 and 2 5 and 1 6x, so that equals 1 out of 6. So therefore ED equals 6 times GB. So that's the base of the triangles. Now the height, similarly you will have, similarly we can show that AO is 6 times AM. Okay, in a similar way we are doing that. So because AM out of AO equals AB out of AD, and that equals 1 out of 6, so therefore AO is 6 times AM. So therefore we can now find area of CDEF equals area of AED. So that's area of triangle AED minus area of triangle AFC. Okay, so that equals AED is half times the base ED, which is 6 times GB. So I will just type ED times AO minus area of AFC. See, I have done it here. Area of AFC is half times FC times AN, or half times 3 GB. So area of AFC is 9 out of 2 times GB times AM. It is written here. So it's this bit, that is the area of triangle AFC. Okay, so then we get that would be equals, now the AED we got to simplify, half times ED. So instead of ED I will write 6 times GB times AO. AO is 6 times AM, and then minus 9 out of 2 times GB times AM, and that is 2 times 3, so 18 times GB times AM minus 9 out of 2 times GB times AM, and that is 36 minus 9, that is 27 out of 2 times GB times AM. And that is the area of CDEF. Okay, that is the area of CDEF. So now that we have got the 3 areas, we need to work out the ratios, right? So that shouldn't be too hard. So we are going to work out the ratios now. So we don't need the rest of the stuff. So just erase it. So we don't need this part, right? Neither do we need this part. So it's easier to explain and understand. Now we got these three areas, okay? So we have got area of this and this, and we have got the area of this, and so now if I were to write area of triangle, or if I write area of ABG divided by area of 𝐵𝐶𝐹G equals half times GB times AM. I think it's already done. From here you don't need to follow the video anymore. You just get it. But anyway, I'll do it all. So times GB times AM divided by the 𝐵𝐶𝐹G is 4 times GB times AM. So all this goes away, and that is equal to 1 out of 8. Okay. And then if I do area of 𝐵𝐶𝐹G divided by area of 𝐶𝐷𝐸𝐹, I would get 4 times GB times AM divided by 27 out of 2 times GB times AM, and all these gets cancelled, and that is 8 out of 27. So all done. So now we've got to just write, therefore area of ABG is to area 𝐵𝐶𝐹G is to area 𝐶𝐷𝐸𝐹 equals half 1 is to 8 is to 27, and hence we have got our required proof, and that is what we've been asked to prove. All done.